basketball family. So my father and my two older brothers, John and Jeremy, both played basketball. They played in Frederick, in Mount Airy. They both played a little bit at Linganore High School, so I followed in their footsteps. And it was just a lifelong passion for me from the very beginning. My whole family was very encouraging, and we used to all go out to the Linganore games when I was a little kid, and they were seniors, and then eventually I became a senior, and it was just a tradition. So it was something that was really close to our hearts. In Frederick County, I was really inspired to play at Linganore High School because of Arnie McGackey. He was the head coach, and Tom Kraft also worked in the basketball system, and those two had put on youth camps for the area, which I attended since I was in middle school, and they were like real idols of mine when I was a kid. They had such kind hearts, and they talked about working hard and taking personal responsibility for your game. I remember them talking about putting in hours by yourself in the gym. This was when I was like 11 years old, and they were putting on summer camps for kids. And I always felt like I could have a deep sense of pride if I was ever playing for them, if they were my coach. So when I had the opportunity, I told Arnie that I wanted to play for him. I went to Linganore, and he really just supported me. He helped me grow. He encouraged me, and I wouldn't have been able to do any of this without him. Most notable memories in Frederick was we played in the state championship tournament, and we made it to the semifinals. So we played at College Park, and because it was always my dream to go to the University of Maryland, it was a really special game for me because we got to play in their arena. This was my senior year of high school, and we were underdogs, but we had such a tight team, a tight group of guys that we had all grown up together mostly, and now we kind of culminated the our entire childhood journey of playing basketball culminated at College Park, playing at Maryland. You couldn't have written it any better. Right, so after Linganore, I went on to prep school in Virginia, and then after that I went to West Virginia University. So that's really where everything took off for me, where I met John Beeline and Coach Bob Huggins, and they took me under their wing and really developed me into a professional player. So if you're trying to get to the apex of a particular field like basketball, you need to find the right information. It's not enough just to want to work extremely hard. That part is obvious, you have to have that. But you really got to find the right mentors with the right information, preferably professionals who have done it before. Like for me in my career, I was always working super hard, living in Mount Airy, living in Frederick, going to Linganore, but I never yet had the access to professional players' minds. And once I got that, they taught me how to be a professional. And then things took off for me very quick. So, if you're a young kid, or if you have a young kid who wants to play in the NBA, you need to get them access to other professional players. That's really going to skyrocket their progress. So I left West Virginia after 3 seasons. I had a great junior year and decided it was time to go pro. Not just because I had the opportunity, but because I'd been dreaming about that every day for the last 12 years. So, that knock came at the door, and I was ready to answer it. So I went pro and ended up signing an NBA contract. In the NBA, you have a million obstacles, and all of them are completely impossible to overcome. That's what makes the journey so special, is that it's just one impossible obstacle after another. It's never ending, and you got to wake up every day with the fortitude to fight and with a fighting spirit. And so for me, it was injuries, it was opponents, it was moving to different cities, it was going to teams where people didn't believe in me, it was having to deal with coaches with difficult systems, all of that, month to month for a decade. It was an adventure.